Yeah, what up, boxing fans? Sitting here watching this sorry ass undercard fight. Waiting on the Quillin and Jacobs fight. So I figured I might as well do my top 10 greatest boxers of all time while I'm waiting. And I'm gonna give you a reason for each and every pick. I'm gonna tell you why I'm placing that person in that certain spot. So let's get into this countdown. At number 10, we're going with Rocky Marciano. Had a record of 49-0. He beat Joe Louis, even though Joe Louis was past his prime. Beat Walcott, but the reason he made my list, he's 49-0. So you finish with an undefeated record like that. I had to put him in the top 10. So Rocky Marciano is number 10 on my 10 greatest top fighters of all time. Number 9 is Floyd Mayweather. Had a phenomenal record, 49-0. Multiple division champion. His best wins were Ricky Hatton. Beat Ricky Hatton when he was undefeated. Diego Corrales when Corrales was undefeated. And the greatest win of his career, to me, going up to 154 and beating Oscar De La Hoya. To me, he was challenging himself when he did that. He went up in weight and beat De La Hoya. I personally thought De La Hoya won the fight, but hey, the judges gave him the fight, so hey, and it was a close enough fight where you can, if anyone says Floyd won the fight, I can understand that. So to me, that De La Hoya win, that was the greatest win of his career, to me, in my opinion. So when you factor in the 49-0 record, man, he beat Ricky Hatton, Diego Corrales, Oscar De La Hoya. I had to put him in my top 10, so Floyd is number 9. Moving on to number 8, that's Chavez. I had to put Chavez in there, man. He had a record of 88-0, 88 straight wins. And you got to recognize, you can't take that away from a fighter, man. You go 88-0, 88 straight wins without a loss. That shit is phenomenal, man. It might not never be done again, so I had to put Chavez in my list. So he's number 8. Number 7, we're going with Manny Pacquiao. Now I know a lot of people gonna ask me. They're gonna say, well, Rocky Marciano's number 10, Floyd's number 9, but they both finished 49-0. Well, the reason I got Floyd ranked higher than Rocky Marciano, I feel that Floyd's resume was better than Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano finished 49-0, but who the fuck did he beat? That's why I got Floyd ranked higher. Then I'm going to have people that say, well, why is Manny Pacquiao ranked higher than Floyd Mayweather? And Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was on the downside of his career. Well, the reason Manny Pacquiao is ranked higher than Floyd Mayweather, because in my personal opinion, Manny Pacquiao is a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather. Had they fought when Manny Pacquiao was in his prime, I think Manny Pacquiao would have knocked Floyd Mayweather out, or definitely would have won a decision. But Floyd Mayweather ducked that fight, so we would never know. But to me, that's just like a loss. When you duck a fight, you basically lost the fight. So and Manny Pacquiao is ranked number 7 on my list with wins over. His best wins to me were Marco Antonio Barrera, Morales, and Margarito. He went up to 154. I think, yeah, he won the 154-pound title against Margarito. So to me, those are his best wins. Eric Morales, Margarito, Marquez 1 and 2, and Eric Morales. Those were his best wins in my opinion. Moving along on the countdown, number 6 is Joe Louis. Joe Louis, I had to put him on the list, man. Joe Louis had a phenomenal career. This man had the heavyweight title for 11 years. You can't take that away from him, man. I don't think there's no champion that had a title for 11 years, man. 11 straight years. Finished with a record of 68-3. So I had to put Joe Louis on the list. He's coming in at number 5, man. Had a phenomenal career. Joe Louis, number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Henry Armstrong. Henry Armstrong, man, the only boxer to hold world titles in 3 different weight classes simultaneously. 3 different weight classes. Now, this some shit I ain't never heard of a motherfucker doing something like this. Finished with a record of 151-29. But the only fighter in history, the only man in history to have 3 different titles in 3 different weight classes. And I can see why some people would say he's number 1. Blood Boxing, I think, got him at number 1. So, man, he had a phenomenal career. That shit is crazy. So, I had to put Henry Armstrong at number 5, man. That was a crazy feat. At number 4, we're going with Willie Pep. Willie Pep, man, he finished with a record of 230-11. That shit is insane. The motherfucker was 72-0 before losing. Won his first 72 fucking fights. Unbelievable, man. Finished with a record of 230-11. 230. He's number 4 on my fucking list just off his record. 230 wins, 11 losses. That shit is insane. So I had to put Willie Pep at number 4, man. Now we getting down to the nitty gritty. We getting down to shit finna get serious now. At number 3, we coming with Muhammad Ali. For a lot of years, Muhammad Ali, I believe Muhammad Ali was the greatest because I always heard that he was the greatest. So I always had him ranked number 1, but man, I had to put him at number 3. Muhammad Ali had a remarkable career. Finished at 56-5. He beat Joe Frazier, beat Sonny Liston, beat George Foreman, beat Ken Norton, beat a lot of great champions, man. Then he would predict the round. This guy would predict the round that he was gonna beat guys in, and then beat them. That what was so amazing about Muhammad Ali. He could predict the round he was gonna beat you in, and then go out there and do it. That shit was amazing, man. Then the trash talking, man, on top of it, Muhammad Ali, man, had a phenomenal career. Not to mention what he did out of the ring. So I had to put him in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, Sugar Ray Robinson, man. Won a welterweight title in 1946. Finished with a record of 175-19, man. Just had a fucking phenomenal career, man. Phenomenal, man. Beat Jake LaMotta. Had a trilogy with Jake LaMotta, man. Just beat a lot of top fighters, man. And when you finish with a record of 175-19, I gotta put you at number 2, man. Had a phenomenal career. Just phenomenal, man. And he deserved to be at number 2. And coming at number 1, the greatest fighter of all time is Sugar Ray Leonard. And I'm going to go into why Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter of all time. The fighters on now, they scrapping like a motherfucker. Damn, is he going to knock Kid Chocolate out? Damn, this shit is a brawl. Let me finish with, damn, they going at it. It might be over. Yeah, kid, it's over. He knocked him out in the first round. God damn, there you go, Jacobs. Beat his ass in the first round. Yeah, Sugar Ray beat there was no other fighter that with a resume of damn, I'm done lost my thought. Yeah, there's no other fighter with a resume of Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard. No fighter would never have a resume, I think, of those 3 guys. So just on resume alone, man, he's the greatest fighter of all time. The man beat Tommy Hearns when Hearns was supposed to kill Sugar Ray. Went up to middleweight and beat Marvin Hagler. And he beat Roberto Duran. So just off those 3 fighters alone, Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter of all time. And you can't deny that, man. This man is the greatest fighter ever.